Seeing you then that when the solenoid is powered, it takes 1.5 amps to power it. Not 12. It's 12 volts, but 1.5
Yeah.
on 12 volts.
Which? Yeah, 12 volts times the 8 ohms is 1.5 amps. So that's 100.
So this one, it says front axle is not engaged if it's pulling 1.5 amps.
Yeah. I know.
How it reads whether it's engaged or not is by the current.
Well, it kind of.
Okay.
It can see that, hey, it's drawing power, or hey, it's not. Or either that, or it does a resistance check. And goes, hey, there's a load here.
It shows in the wiring here, is this a resistor? That's a resistor right there, right?
I think that's the right diagram.
Hello everyone, welcome to the farm. Today, the guys have some projects that they're working on in the workshop. I'm going to bring you along. I'm going to also welcome Ethan here. And we'll take you outside. Anyways, it's chilly outside. A couple days ago, we were saying how warm it was. Hello, chickadoos. And here, Mr. Rooster's feathers are just blowing in the wind. Playing in the mud, it looks like. Anyways, so we had some really warm temperatures and we almost tied, I think, for a record high the other day. It was in low 60s or something, and it was so nice out. It also made for huge mud, but I didn't mind because it was nice. And then we got big winds and the cold front came through, and now it's in the 20s, which is nice because the driveway is kind of firm and not so muddy. Although if you're looking right here, it's starting to thaw now. So we are heading to the workshop a second because the guys have a problem with the Challenger. Some of you have asked if we even still have the Challenger. We do. We use it almost daily hauling manure. And then yesterday, Ethan noticed that it was whining really bad and it threw a code. So they've been dissecting it, trying to figure out what's going on. I'll let Kevin describe it in more detail to you guys.
Hi.
Hi.
So what we're working on today
You gotta compete with the cows.
They must hear your voice.
Yeah.
Alright, what we're doing today is tractor through a code for the T5133. So that's for 4-wheel drive solenoid. So we're in the process of changing out the solenoid that kicks your 4-wheel drive in and out. And because it says it has a high resistance, and we did a resistance test on it, and it was very high because it's only supposed to have 8 ohms, and it was way in the tens of thousands. So
Tens of thousands ohms?
yeah,
Really?
way up. So, but it's very difficult to get to. If you get a moment, you can crawl up here and look.
Okay.
There you go. Let me push it out.
Good thing for Ethan's skinniness.
Is it rat clicking or not? So right now we're taking the nut off the end of the coil. They call it a valve spool, and then there's a coil. I know in the video you can see the ratchet going back and forth and the wiring harness that goes to it. But they're in a really difficult spot. These years that they made these models, for 5 years, they put them on the top of the tranny, where now they put them on the back of the transmission.
So it's easier to get to?
Yeah, because older, like this model is on top of the rear axle,
Where the newer ones are
They
down in here.
They run them in down and along. The rear end's designed a little different. They put them
Oh,
back here.
I see. That'd be a lot handier.
Right there's one of them.
There we go. It just plugs in there.
Yeah. Which one are you gonna take off?
See that?
And one. So what we're gonna do, since we don't have a new one yet today, it'll be here Monday. We're gonna swap another coil.
Are they interchangeable?
Yeah. There's
Oh, they are.
5 of them. They're all the same because they run your 4-wheel drive, your diff lock, your 540, your 1000 PTO.
So what are you gonna change it out with? Which one?
Which one, Ethan? Diff lock.
Diff lock? And they're all the same size? Are they all
Everything-
identical?
They're all identical.
Oh.
So that's a good thing about that.
Yeah.
What do you need? Wrench? Oh, what size? Into a 16th wrench.
Okay.
So I'm gonna slip over.
Oh, look at you. That's what keeps you young and fit, right? The sun is shining right here and it feels really good.
Yeah, for all the audience, I try to tell my wife that she could come out and stand in the sun, but she's
But what? I've been working at making you Christmas treats.
yeah, but sometimes just standing in the sunshine is nice.
Some vitamin D.
Because it's like 20-some degrees and it's nice in the sun.
The main door of our workshop faces to the south, so it makes for working on those cold winter days. If you keep the door open, it does let the sun in. It feels good.
Can you hold the socket? We'll let you know when we get it going.
Oh,
Because there's really not a lot to see.
so most of the
Just trying to get this coil swapped around. And then,
your biggest issue was figuring out what the issue was.
wow, yeah, you gotta know
You guys sat and discussed it quite a while.
figure out where it looks. So, but we'll get it.
Okay,
We'll let you know when it's going.
all right.
But there ain't much to see back in there.
No. All the girls are following. Oh, there was the rooster. There he is. Reunited with his girls.
So this is the new coil. What we already did on the tractor was move the diff lock coil to the 4-wheel drive coil, and that made the 4-wheel drive work.
But the diff lock didn't work.
The Now the diff lock don't work. We gotta take this new coil and put it on the diff lock side.
So you're not gonna put this one on the 4-wheel drive, you're just gonna use the diff lock one?
Yeah, we'll use the diff lock one for now. There ain't no sense of changing it around. So this is a coil that we got a really high resistance in it. It's supposed to have 8 ohms and it's off the chart.
And can you describe what ohms means, or?
It's just the amount of
OHM?
OHM.
S?
So there it is.
Oh, so that's the new one.
Yeah. And now what it is the resistance has got to be at like for this it's 8 ohms. If it's way higher than that, that means there's a short in it.
Oh, okay.
So you think we got it fixed?
You think so?
Yeah, the solenoid we checked it by putting power to it, directly power in it, so the valve worked. So so now we're gonna start it and make sure it works through the switch.
We're in the tractor right now.
The little bit it's in its work clothes, so yeah.
It's muddy.
You
can see the windows.
What it was is this tractor is different.
It's different.
It has to have, or it's a different concept of what I originally thought it was. I thought it was it had to put power to it to turn the 4-wheel drive on, but it's actually the opposite. When you start the tractor, the 4-wheel drive is on until the switch shuts it off. So
Every time?
So yeah, the 4-wheel drive is on all the time. So that's what kind of goofed me up with how
You didn't know this before this?
No, I did not because we really haven't dealt with it. But what it is, when you start the tractor and you have the 4-wheel drive button off, then it puts power to it to shut the 4-wheel drive off. If I'm explaining that right. I might have to start over again.
This could almost be confusing. So you turn it on.
Yeah, I could.
But sometimes, do you always have to reset it?
No, you don't.
I didn't.
So the way the system works is that, and the reason we had the coil to it was not working. So you have to put power to it to shut the 4-wheel drive off. That's what it is.
There it is.
So
and what was happening
was that the coil wasn't working, so we could not shut the 4-wheel drive off, so the 4-wheel drive was just on all the time.
Yes, and going down the road,
it
whines. Like,
well, it's not
if you don't need it.
Are you trying to talk?
I know everything.
You know everything now?
Well, if you don't need 4-wheel drive and you're going down the road, it's gonna have a whiny.
Well, if you have it on.
If it's on.
But yeah, it's backwards of what you think. I was originally thinking that when you hit the switch, you put power to it to turn the 4-wheel drive on. But actually, the 4-wheel drive is on. Then you put power to it.
To shut it off.
Yeah.
There you go.
You have to have power to it to shut the 4-wheel drive off.
I don't think every tractor's this way.
No, but Challenger
this one happens to be.
Or the Agco line obviously is. So we're going to take it out here and drive it around a little bit, make sure it works right, and then I think we're good.
Well, let's see if it runs.
See if it runs.
Okay, it should. I have full confidence.
It should run.
Well, it should run, but not with 4-wheel drive engaged.
Yeah, because
it started.
Yep, there we go.
Okay, starting it has never been the issue. People want to know also how the transmission's holding up since you...
Pulling in it?
Yeah, we redid that last winter.
Well,
you never
this
know
spring.
Or was it this spring? Yeah, because everything was like... Ooh.
And then, yeah, I don't know.
Everything was back ordered. It just took a long time for us to get the transmission, and we had to put it in.
I'm trying to remember. I think we got a couple 100 hours on the training. Everything seems to be fine.
It's good. Tranny's gonna be
So now
another bazillion hours.
bazillion.
How many hours are on this tractor?
7,000 right now.
7. I thought there was more than that.
Well, there's 73. I thought there was more than that. I wonder if the RPMs.
7364.
I thought there was more than that.
I did too. You gotta watch where you're going, dear.
Why, what are you gonna hit?
I don't know. You're just backing up without paying attention.
Well, we'll get to it here shortly. Gotta get the right screen. There we go. Alright, we're backing up. Let's put alright, let's I gotta remember, right? When I hit the switch, it puts power.
No,
puts
it
power-
takes the power
It puts power to the coil, which
to turn it on. And you said that backwards.
I know. I still gotta get this brain around it. The tractor needs power to it to turn the 4-wheel drive off. So right now,
There's power to it because
yep,
the
there's
4-wheel
power
drive
to
is not on.
Yeah, there's power to it.
And then when you put 4-wheel drive in, when you engage it,
Yeah.
that takes the power off the
Yep,
coil.
yep.
That sounds backwards.
I know it does, but it's better. So
We're still backing up though.
So there it is. The 4-wheel drive now is
Oh,
on.
hold on. Oh, the dash is blinking, but this one here is
Blinking?
4-wheel drive.
That's
Because of
weird.
the camera.
Camera makes it blink.
Yeah,
That's weird.
that's okay. It might not. So that works. So then if you take it,
So now
that means 4-wheel drive is on.
that means that I've cut the power to the solenoid. Now I'll put power back to the solenoid, and voila.
Disengages 4-wheel drive.
So it disengages it.
And that button means the green button.
That's for the suspension.
So it gotta be suspended. So every time we're not using the 4-wheel drive, that coil is working.
Yep.
There
And
you
then
go.
when we
So it works more than it doesn't.
yeah, so it's kind of backwards of what we thought. So yeah, it engages, it's engaging and disengaging fine. So in other words, it needs power to it to disengage. So
There you
so it's backwards, but so far it seems to be working. So now we'll get ready to load up another load of poop and
Awesome manure.
yeah.
Small talk time.
In the tractor?
Yeah.
Small dog in the tractor? So you want to talk about?
So you're gonna load up some manure now and
Yep, we're
haul
gonna
it out, and
we're generally every other day we clean dry cows, heifers out. So we're gonna
you haul that right out or
Yep.
pile it up.
It's gonna go right in the pooper and head out.
It goes in the manure spreader.
Yeah, we're gonna put it right in the manure spreader, and then yeah, because we haul. Try
How
to keep
often do we haul manure?
as often as we have to. No, we haul a lot. We try to keep everything out. We do store a little bit, but we have cover crops, and everything we spread on is spread into something that's green and growing. So.
Yeah, it's never on just bare dirt.
Bare dirt, no. So that way, just part of nutrient management.
Yep. So that's the video for today. That's what the guys have been working on today.
Yep.
And or kind of this few days they've been taking some time to research this coil thing, and that took a little bit.
It did?
Yeah. But they got it figured out, so it's
yeah.
good that it works.
So it's good to know how stuff works, the principles behind it. Sometimes it's kind of backwards of what you think. But yeah, so
Thanks for watching.
thanks for watching.